Hey guys, this is Josh Shoemaker and Dan Keenan again for the latest release from Roto Grip. This is going to be for the Transform Pearl. So if you guys are familiar with the Roto Grip line, um, they had their tournament series of balls and the Transformer come out where it had the morph wing technology where you could hit the wing or not hit the wing on it. There's a lot of versatility in that core. So they took the exact same morph wing core and this time wrapped it in the Microtrax Pearl cover, and then finished it in that the Power Edge finish with the obviously the shinier finish. So you're going to have something that's a little bit cleaner, a little more responsive, um, but still have that versatility in the core. So again, we pretty much matched our layouts with our Transformers and our Transform Pearls, so you're going to get a really good read between the two of them. Definitely a little bit of open play on this end lane here, so I think these are going to look pretty good.
Yeah, so I went pretty much five by five on um, the new one. My other one is slightly stronger pin, slightly stronger mass bias, so probably an inch on the pin and probably looks like about an inch on the mass bias. Good footwork. Always strike on bad footwork. I also have not bowled in 4 weeks.
You got to do the 6-step approach. It's always good, the last step to the right. So yeah, my usual test layout on this one. I've actually had this for almost a month now. Scuffed the surface a little bit on it. I've used it a couple times after the Alpha Crux. It's been really good. But standard test layout on it's 4.25, 5.2, I believe, is what my normal test layout is. Misses the wing on this one as well, which I did on the Transformer. Definitely a little bit of friction out there, so I won't start quite as far right as I could if it was a fresh condition. But so we were talking a little bit before this. Dan sees this one as a little bit probably earlier than the Ion Max Pearl. Transitions a little bit faster and goes more forward, whereas I personally feel like I can shape this one a little bit easier than the Ion Max Pearl. So it kind of goes to show you the differences in cores when you put the thumb versus when you don't put the thumb in it too, which is nice.
Yeah, and from memory, I probably should have brought the Ion Max Pearl. That would probably be a good comparison. I didn't really think of that. I usually try to keep the lines, so Storm against Storm, Roto Grip against Roto Grip. So far, I would say the Ion Max Pearl, I definitely drilled that stronger. It is by far my most angular ball. When I go left, I know I can throw it corner to corner, basically. This definitely seems just a little quicker, a little more forward. So I like that for the control aspect. That was better footwork, yes.
I was gonna say definitely. I feel like as soon as I drilled this and threw it a little bit, I knew it was going to be a ball that I think Dan was going to get along with the last couple of years. You know, having a chance to bowl, obviously the videos and a couple tournaments together. When he can get the balls that kind of just set up in the pocket like that last one did, I feel like you kind of never miss with it. So, we'll go ahead and stand on the same spot. I'm just going to move the eyes one left. See if I can kind of get into that funnel and get this one through the pins a little better. I'll move the eyes one left and miss it one further right. But as you can see, that one got to the friction and blended off of it too. I mean, it didn't strike, but it got 9 on a mediocre shot. So.
Yeah. Spares are optional in videos.
I say you got to keep hitting the re-rack button. I don't, so it's nice. We rarely have ball videos where one or both of us strike consistently. So
very true. I'm gonna move 3 and 1 just to kind of. We probably threw 7, 8 shots apiece before we turned the camera on, so I'm gonna move 3 and 1 now just to kind of see if I see any difference. saves energy. You missed that just a little in. That's the spot here that'll usually kind of skate forever.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I know I was talking to them here a little bit, and I know they were making some tweaks this summer with the pattern that they're going to use. I haven't bowled a full-time league here on the Fresh in a while. I'm bowling again on Thursdays, which is a double burn league. So when they can make them a little friendlier and give them a little more volume so it actually lasts, I usually like that a little bit more. Good, move 2 and 1 here. All right. So I still tried to roll that one a little bit. I could definitely add a little more axis rotation, but still had enough energy to get back up the hill from there.
All right, I'm going to go 2 more, open up my angle a little bit more. Also try to get around it just a little more. I was a little too far behind the last one. That was good. It saves energy. It definitely, wow. I might like it.
She's got some pop. Not usually a big fan of the bright swirls and balls. Between this and like the original Ion Max Solid with the big white swatch in it, usually my eyes don't pick up ball motion as well with them when they have the big swirls in them. But this one for me has rolled really good so far. So it's going to be hard not to throw it. Move another 2 and 1, add some axis rotation on this one. There you go. That was 2 and 1. Added a little more axis rotation. I was forward with that one, and that one had no problem shaping off of it.
All right, let me. I haven't thrown, so that was fresh off the press about 25 minutes ago. So I haven't thrown them side by side. Like I said, the original is probably a little bit stronger with the pin by about a ½ inch, and probably I'm guesstimating about an inch stronger with the mass. I'm gonna stand right on top of where I just did. I would expect this probably burns off just a little bit more. Yeah, so definitely stronger. Move a little right just to get it through the pins a little bit more.
So, yep, same way out of mine. I just barely glazed. This was like a 2000 pad, I think, the last time I used it, and it's got a little lane shine in it. So pretty similar service to my Transform Pearl. I'll go ahead and go right on top of where I threw that first one. You can see that one slow down substantially quicker and be a lot slower off of it. So I feel like with that one, I could definitely get closer to the friction and not worry about it being too quick off of it, whereas that Transform Pearl definitely wants to shape off of the friction a lot harder.
So it's always fun when the newer pieces come out, because now you get to quote unquote older pieces. You can actually play with the surface a little bit more, and now it's a game of dialing in the ones that you really liked already. Try to dial them into, take some out that don't really fit in the lineup for you. I'm gonna go 2 back right. Definitely stronger right now. Not a bad thing.
No, I think they'll play pretty well off each other. The original Transformer, for me, I honestly haven't gotten a ton of play out of it outside of the ball video and maybe a couple of league sets. After that, it's kind of a little bit of a niche slot for me as far as It's not the top of my bag because the cover is a little bit on the cleaner side. And then the core is also not the strongest either. So kind of those middle of the road balls, I've really been going from like Alpha Crux right down to like my bigger symmetrical balls. Whereas this, I personally in my bag don't have a huge use for it. But on the contrary, I've seen a lot of guys that have been throwing it a lot and really liking it. So we'll just go ahead and go 1 and none off that last one. Just try to not get it as far right. All right, so that was close. So that was 1 and none, squirted up a little bit, and you could definitely still see that one slow down a lot quicker than the Transform Pearl did from there.
I feel like for me, I would I'll probably hit the original. I probably keep it like between 3,000 and 4,000. I forget what I last put on it, but I can probably see going down to 2,000 to kind of make it just a little bit sooner to dig in a little bit more. But I think they're going to complement each other extremely well.
Yeah, I definitely think could use a little bit more surface on the original and let the Transform just kind of, like I said, I kind of glaze it a little bit with the 2000 just to crack the shell. But I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far out of it. So if you guys are interested, again, a little behind on these videos. Summertime, we're both got real busy schedules. So you guys can stop at your local Storm VIP Pro Shop and go ahead and draw up your own Transform.